What is up, everyone? Happy Memorial Day. I promise I didn't just go change my shirt so you wouldn't realize I'm recording this on Saturday. I promise. Today's Monday. It's Memorial Day. It's a different shirt. It has to be. We're gonna do some racing because there's always racing on Memorial Day. So we're gonna go here. Let me do this here. So this is my Excel sheet so far for my first 2 weeks of racing. I got some formulas I'm working on here, but you can see that through the first 2 weeks, Kurt Busch is leading. Mark Martin in second, Terry Labonte, Ricky Rudd, Ryan Newman, Michael Waltrip all the way down. My boy Mayfield's in 19th. No, wait, is he in 18th? He's in 18th. So that is where we stand right now. Today, we are going to play the third race, which is the Las Vegas UAM-Daimler Chrysler 400. I'm running it on May 24th. Because that's Monday, even though it's the 26th. I promise it's not Saturday, and I changed my shirt. So we're going to go ahead and run this race. This is the third race of the season for NASCAR. My buddy Jeremy Mayfield, and by buddy I mean favorite driver who once got kicked out of NASCAR for doing meth, whatever. He was framed. He finished second in this race, which is kind of exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. We've got our race card right here. I'm going to have we're going to do some qualifying first. I'm going to have two TV drivers. Kurt Busch, who's leading the points, and Ricky Rudd, who won last week's race. We'll do those first, and then we'll figure out the rest of it here. So, starting with our TV drivers, we're going to have a total of 8. That's a lot. So let's turn over these things. All right, that means Brett Bodine, Joe Nemechek, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, and Mark Martin. Boy, there are some big names there. Holy cow. All right, so let me get all those cards out. Because there are a lot of them. All right, so starting with, we're going to go Mark Martin. Boom. Matty Kenseth. Harvick. It's good to keep the yellow cards in order. The white cards you can mix up all you want, but if you're playing this, it's good to keep the yellow cards in order. It makes it easy to find the guys you're looking for. 24, 24, and 25 should be right underneath them. And then finally 11. Brett Bodine. There we go. All right, so let's put these back. And then take all these. And now we got to figure out where they all sit. And I'll tell you what I learned. Qualifying goes a lot faster when you have less TV drivers. I'm going to move them all down here so you guys can't see them. But that way the board is clear when I start placing people. All right, we're going to start with Ricky Rudd. Oops, not those. Red, white, and blue. So Ricky Rudd with a 46. And a 46 is hot week in hot laps, placement B plus performance chip, gold or silver, placement A. So Kurt Busch is going to get your pole with a chip. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Ricky Rudd. And Ricky Rudd is a silver. Oh, he won't. So gold or silver. Actually, yes, he will. Gold or silver, placement A. So Ricky Rudd is going to take your pole, and he gets a chip. All right, next up. 35. And this is going to be Kurt Busch. TV interview. Well, that's got to be fun to watch. Kurt Busch doing a TV interview. 16. Conditions were perfect. The car was running great. Everything just came together today. Placement A for Kurt Busch. That's going to be starting second. Yep. Oh, was that blue? Wait, was that blue position? Oh, no. Yeah, it's blue position. Oh, it's a 1 anyway. So he's going to be starting second. Next is Brett Bodine, and he is a bronze. 46. Same thing. Hot week in hot laps. Placement B plus performance chip. So he will get placement B plus a chippy chip. Trophy, he is trophy, so in the top group. So he'll get the third position. So Brett Bodine, with a chip, he'll get to stay there for a little while, at least before somebody knocks him out. Next up, we have Joe Nemechek. 15. TV interview. That had to be fun because Nemechek's fun. 56. Some days you get the breaks and some days you don't. He might as well have said some days you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug. 56. All right. Let's see. What else did it say? Seemed like today anything that could go wrong did. Placement D. Oh, yikes. Trophy driver in bubble stack. Non-trophy doesn't make the race. So he's going to go right there into your bubble stack. Jeff Gordon. 52. New sponsor for this race, extra publicity. Placement C. I feel like that's a good thing. But anyway, trophy driver gets blue position in middle group. So he's going to start 8th. Next up, Tony Stewart. 13. Wrecks during qualifying. Placement D. Yikes, Tony Stewart. Oh, placement D. What is that? Is that bubble stack, right? Yeah. Bubble stack, and then non-trophy is out. Well, Tony Stewart's good. Oh, look at all those ones. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter when you're qualifying. So it's an 11 and a 1. 11. TV event X. Ooh, who is this? This is Kevin Harvick. TV event. Oh, I got to roll again. Oh my God, 60. Oh, it's a 63. I thought it was a 66. 63. Driver featured on cover of National Magazine. Oh, Kevin Harvick. And that's going to be placement. Was that placement A? Yeah. So he should be starting. Gold trophy gets pole or blue die position. That's a 6. So Kevin Harvick's going to start 7th. Now we have Matt Kenseth. A 53. And that is tire problems, placement D. So Kenseth and Stewart. Were they teammates? No. Maybe. I don't know. 64. I don't think they were. 64. I just had a 64. Oh, geez. Suspension problem during qualifying. That's Rusty Wallace, and he's in the bubble stack. And lastly, we have Mark Martin. Big names as TV drivers. All right, a 42 from Mark Martin. Minor altercation with next one. There is no next one. Both guys are going to be B, so that's going to be blue position in the top group. It's already taken, so Mark Martin starts next to Jeff Gordon. And there are your qualifying results for your TV drivers. We got 4 of them on the bubble stack. They'll get in the race, I'm sure, but holy cow. All right, so now let's roll to see how many fast drivers we have. We have 4, only 4 fast drivers. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And fast drivers go like this. Gold and silver, bronze, non-trophy. So we'll start here. And that is Dale Jarrett, and he is a silver, so he will start 3rd. Steve Park, he is bronze, he'll start 10th. Oh, Jack Sprague gets in the race, starting 20th. Good job, Jack Sprague. And finally, Todd Bodine as a bronze driver gets in starting 11th. All right, let's check your slow drivers. We have 7. Wow, so slow drivers go like this. Gold here, everybody else bubble stack. So we have Tony Raines. He is out. Is that how slow drivers work? Is that how slow? Oh, I got to check. Slow drivers. I feel like it's gold, silver, trophy, and out. Where are my instructions? Here they are. I got to check that. Are they? Is it even on here? I forget where this is. It might not be in here. It might be in my race week guide. All right, let's see. Yeah, step 2. There we go. Okay, so then we go slow. Okay, slow. Yeah. Gold goes in the bottom group. Silver and bronze. Trophy drivers go here in the bubble stack. Non-drivers are out. So Tony Raines fails to qualify. That can only be good for Dick Trickle. So that's 1. Actually, let's do this. Boom, 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 and boom. There you go. And we are going to lose some drivers. Tony Raines will not qualify. Elliott Sadler as a bronze goes to the bubble stack. Morgan Shepherd will not qualify. Jeff Green is a bronze, goes to the bubble stack. Stacy Compton, bubble stack. Bobby Hamilton, bubble stack. And Hermie Sadler will not make this race. So that's good for Dick Trickle, I got to say. All right, now we just fill in the rest of them like regular. So it's gold, silver, bronze, bubble is how we do it. So non-trophy bubbles, I mean. So Bobby Labonte is silver. He'll start 12th. Mike Skinner is bronze. He'll start 21st. Johnny Benson, he'll start 22nd. Hut Strickland, 23rd. Sterling Marlin, 24th. And every card I turn over that's not Jeremy Mayfield means he's starting farther back. Buckshot, 25th. And we have Kevin LePage. He has a 1 through 3 on his card. And it's hard to get this to focus. Let's see if I do this. Get my whole arm in there. It's really hard to get. There we go. See how it says bronze 1 through 3 down there? That means I have to roll the dice. And if I get a 1, 2, or 3, he's in. And if I don't, he's out. And he is in. So he'll start 26th. Jeff Burton will start 27th. Kyle Petty is 28th. Silver, Robbie Gordon is 13th. We still got some spots up here. Bill Elliott will take one of them. He's 5th. Rick Mast, he is the bubble stack. Ken Schrader, he'll start 29th. Mayfield, he'll start 30th. Terry Labonte is 31st. Jimmy Spencer is 32nd. Casey Atwood, 33rd. Dick Trickle, he's on the bubble stack. Dave Blaney is 34th. Ryan Newman will get 6th. Ward Burton, 35th. Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's going to have to go all the way back to 14th. John Andretti, 36th. Ricky Craven, 15th. Jimmy Johnson back in 16th. Michael Waltrip back in 17th. We have Kenny Wallace, but again, a 1 through 3. And he will make the race in 37th. And my last one is Shauna Robinson, 1 through 3. And she will go to the bubble stack. All right, let's fill it in from the bubble stack. Jerry Nadeau is 38th. Tony Stewart will go to 18th. Matt Kenseth, 19th. Rusty Wallace is a silver driver, 39th. Elliott Sadler, 40th. Jeff Green, 41st. Stacy Compton, 42nd. Bobby Hamilton, 43rd. And Rick Mast, Dick Trickle, and Shauna Robinson will not make this race, and that makes me sad. And there you go. There is your starting lineup for the Las Vegas UAM-Daimler Chrysler 400. I'm going to write all this down into my Excel, and I'll be back to do the race in a little while. Thanks for watching, everyone. What's up, everyone? We are back. All right. It's been a while since I've played this game, so it's going to be... It might be a little bit like I'm playing it for the first time, because it's been about a month, and I've only played it like 2 or 3 times, so let's just make sure that I know how to do this. So we are on... I've got my score sheet here, and I've got my 3... I've divided it up into 3 parts, 40 total laps, so it's like 13, 14, 13. I got my TV list here. I just quickly wrote the numbers. I put it into my my Excel spreadsheet already, so I don't really need to worry too much about this thing being super complete. In fact, I'm pulling that up now just so I have it in front of me. And I'm going to keep track of the lead changes. I don't really deal with feuding and fuming. I don't really understand it, and I don't really care too much about it. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Again, Ricky Rudd on the pole, and him and Brett Bodine are the 2 drivers that have the blue chips. So let's get started. And we're going to start with a 1, which is your top group, and a... Wait, that's not right. Wait, hold on. I've already forgotten. A 5, which is your star. So now our top group is going to try to challenge Ricky Rudd to take the lead. So Kevin Harvick, he has 4 gas pedals. So let's roll. In order to pass Ricky Rudd, he's got the chip number 1. He doesn't have star, but he's got 1 brake pedal. And so you need to see a 4 or higher on this die. This might actually do it. It's going to be red, white, blue. So the white die doesn't matter too much unless we roll triples. Then it matters. But in this case, we're always challenging the first place driver. So this is actually going to do it. Kevin Harvick has 4 gas pedals, so this is less than 4. And Ricky Rudd has a brake pedal and 2 for being the leader. That's only 3, so this is higher than 3. So Kevin Harvick actually can pass him, but he's going to use his blue chip and keep first place. So star. Ryan Newman has star. And this is going to do it too. The 2 is good, so Ryan Newman is going to take a very quick lead from Ricky Rudd. And let me write Ryan Newman here. What I'll do is at the end of the race, I'll just assume who led the most based on how I feel about lap changes as I'm playing the game. So, all right. So, but I will give bonus points for if you lead a lap, if you won the pole, and who led the most, just like they do in real NASCAR during that season. I will do the same thing. So, all right, here we go. All right, next guy. The 3 is Bill Elliott. Now he's now going after Ryan Newman. So the 2 is good, but the 3, Ryan Newman has a star, a brake, and 2 brakes. So he's 4. So we need to see a 5 or a 6 on this blue die, or it doesn't matter. So Bill Elliott fails. Brett Bodine, he's got star, and I think, that 1 is good, but that 1 fails. But he's going to use his blue chip, and he's going to take the lead from Ryan Newman, and he's actually going to lead a lap. You don't generally see a Bodine in first in these NASCAR races, so this is nice. Now we are on to Dale Jarrett. Jarrett with a 5. See, he has 4, so that's going to fail. And Kurt Busch now. It's going to be. I think it's going to be pretty easy for people to take the lead from Bodine because he only has these 2. So now here's this one, 3. That'll be good, but that 2 will fail. So Bodine will keep the lead. He had star and 2. So he had 3. So he actually had the same as Ricky Rudd in that case. So that worked out. So Bodine keeps first place through that first turn, and we will mark it off. All right, we are on turn number 2, and we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll get a 1. Which is the top group again. Poor Brett Bodine. And we'll get a 7, which is control. Janet Jackson style. Kevin Harvick doesn't have control. Ricky Rudd does. And that 1 will succeed. That 6 will fail. And Ricky Rudd will take that lead right back. All right. So now we are on Bill Elliott, who does not have control. Ryan Newman does. And that 2, that 1 right there will fail. It's got to be a 4 or higher. Actually, it's control. It's got to be a 5 or a 6. Blue die has to be 5 or 6. So Dale Jarrett get it. And it's a 6, but this 6 is going to fail. And same goes for Kurt Busch. That 4 will succeed. That 1 will fail. So Ricky Rudd takes the lead back after 2 turns. And just like that, we're 2 turns in. We are 120. We are 5% done with this race. Next one. Hey, we're going to the second group. It's going to take a little bit longer. We have a 10. A 10 is TV drivers only. So this won't take as long because we're only going to check these 4 drivers trying to challenge somebody that's in the front group. So we'll roll. We'll start with Matt Kenseth. And he has 5. That will succeed. He's going to go after the 2 driver of Dale Jarrett, who has 2 plus a 3rd one, so that will fail. That 3 will fail. Tony Stewart's next. And that 5 will succeed. And that 2, going after the number 6 driver of Kevin Harvick, he's got a brake bonus and a brake pedal, so he's got 2, so that blue will fail. Next, we go to Mark Martin. That 6 will fail. And then we go after Jeff Gordon. And that 2 will succeed. I already know that. I'm sorry. That 1 will succeed. Going after the 6th driver of Kevin Harvick, who has 1, 2, and that will fail. So no big changes here through the first 3 turns of this race. But let's keep going. Turn number 4. And we get a 4. So we're going to stick with that middle group. And we get a 10, so it's the same thing. TV again. Same 4 drivers, same situation as Motley Crue would say. I'm just going to go with 80s songs all day. It's the same old situation. And when Janet Jackson has control, I can come up with all these all day if you want. All right, starting with Matt Kenseth. That 3 will succeed. And that 6 will knock Kevin Harvick back into the second group. And Matt Kenseth moves up to 7th. Tony Stewart now. And that 1 will succeed. Going after the first driver of Kurt Busch. That's a 2 and a 3. That 2 will fail. Go to Mark Martin. That 2 will succeed. Going after Matt Kenseth. And that 6 will fail. So Kenseth's going to drop right back into the second group. And move up to 9th. So he went from 19th to 9th. Okay. And but Mark Martin moves into 7th. And now Jeff Gordon. And let's see. Red. That 3 will succeed. Going after Bill Elliott. And that 5 will succeed. So Jeff Gordon is going to displace Bill Elliott and move into the top 5. And there's your 4th turn. All right. Let's see what 80 song I can come up with next. Oh, back to the top group. And we're going to go back to control, back to Janet Jackson. And let's see. So we're going to start with Mark Martin. He has control. He's got 5. Ricky Rudd has control of brake pedal. So it's got to be a 5 or a 6 on this blue die for it to matter. So it's not. It's a 2. I don't care about anything else. It's a 2. It doesn't matter. Brett Bodine, he's got control. He's only got 2, though. He's only got 2 gas pedals. So, in order for him to succeed, he's got to get 2 or 1 on the red die. So that's a tough one for him. But he does it. And Ricky Rudd has 3 brake pedals, 4 brake pedals, so it's not going to matter either way. Gordon has control and a star, so he gets 2 shots at it. So Gordon, a 6 is going to fail, so he gets another chance. The 4 will succeed, but that 1 will fail. So Gordon misses on both of them. Ryan Newman has control. That 5 will succeed. That 6 will fail. And Ryan Newman goes back. And it's going to be a battle now, apparently, between Ricky Rudd and Ryan Newman, who've both now led twice. Dale Jarrett has control. That 2 is good. Oh, and that 6 is going to knock Ryan Newman back. And now we have a new leader in Dale Jarrett. Finally, Kurt Busch is going to take a shot at Dale Jarrett. And that 4 is good, but that 1 is going to fail. So Dale Jarrett's going to end this turn in the lead, and that was turn 5. And we are cruising. We haven't had anything exciting happen yet. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're going back to the second group. And it's going to be TV again. No, it's going to be control again. Our 3rd straight time doing control. And let's see. Tony Stewart has 2 chances at it. So when you have 2 chances at it, if you succeed the first time, then you can go after the first place driver. You fail, you get a second chance to go after the first group. And he will. That's a success. Going after our 6th place driver, Mark Martin, who has 1, 2, 3. And that 3 will fail for Tony Stewart. So Martin will hold on to it. But Tony Stewart gets another chance. 4. That'll work. But that 1 will fail against Kurt Busch, who has control, star, brake bonus of 4. So that's a total of 4. So Tony Stewart misses out. Michael Waltrip takes his first shot into the top group. And that 4 will succeed. Against Kurt Busch. And again, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, but he rolls a 5. So Mark Martin is going to displace Kurt Busch and move all the way into 2nd place. Good job, Mark Martin. All right, Jimmy Johnson now going for that control. Boy, everybody has control here. All right, we get a 1. That will succeed. We're going after the number 4 driver of Jeff Gordon. He has control, star, and he's got 5. It's going to be tough to displace him with control, at least. I'm not sure if that control star counts as 2 or 1. I count it as 2. I always have. But I'm going to do it through the end of this race. Then maybe I'll look it up. If you know, comment and let me know if you know. If like he has, so you can see he has, let me see if I can get this to zoom. See how he has control star? And then he's got 2 brake pedals. Right? He's got 2 brake pedals, and then there's an extra brake pedal. Does that mean he's got 5? That blue die has to be a 6 for him to fail? I'm not sure. That's how I've always been doing it. So, all right. So where are we at here? I already forgot. We're Jimmy Johnson. We're on Ricky Craven. He's got control. So that 6 is going to fail Ricky Craven. Junior doesn't have it. Robbie Gordon does. Robbie Gordon having a nice little run so far through the first 2 races. That 6 is going to fail, though. Bobby Labonte. That 3 is good, but that 1 is going to fail. Going after Mark Martin. And you know the 1's going to fail anybody in the top group because they get at least 1 for the brake bonus. Todd Bodine, he only has 3 gas pedals, but he'll get it. Oh, no, he'll fail. That red one will fail. Steve Park with 4 gas pedals. Oh, I think I forgot to say this. Wait, let me finish this turn, and then I'll get back to it. So that 5, oh, here we go. That 5 is good. And this is Steve. Oh, no, that 5 fails. Oh, that 6 was going to take him out, too. But that 5 fails. Matt Kenseth with control. He's our last one. 3 is good, but the 1 will fail. I put Dick Trickle in the race. I've already decided that it's my game, and Dick Trickle's making every race. So I took out Tony Raines. He was the lowest. He was the worst qualifying non-trophy driver, and I just replaced him with Dick Trickle because he's Dick Trickle. I mean, how can you not? All right, at the end of 6 turns now, Dale Jarrett continues to lead and is looking good. All right, let's keep it going here. We're on a pit turn. Okay, I gotta refresh my memory on pits. There's like 4 steps. All right, so on the pit turns, we do a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, where are you at? Oh, where's that? Pit. Here. Oh, no, it's yellow flag. Oh, pit turn. Here we go. All right. I'm going to go to the. They have a recap of it in the back, which is a lot easier. So roll the black die and metallic. The metallic determines the pit reordering, tells you which drivers switch positions. Okay. If you roll doubles, a pit rule violation is committed by that driver in the group, and then you check and in the box. Okay, wait, by that driver in the box in the groups eligible for fast pit only. When a pit rules violation occurs, they're moved to the end of the bottom group. All right, so we roll 3 dice. We did not roll doubles. It's a 5 and a 6, so it's going to be a 5, I believe. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 5 is both. So the last group is not eligible for any of the extra pit stuff. So 5 is both. So both groups, 6 and 5, are going to switch places. So Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson move back. Tony Stewart and Kevin Harvick move up. And Mark Martin and Brett Bodine will swap places. And that's done. Now we go fast pit, and it's going to be both groups. All right. And the race leader. Okay. So now what you do is you roll 2 dice, and there's a fast pit number on each chart thingy here. So you can see he's got a fast pit of. You can never get this to zoom. What if I do this? You can see there's a fast pit right there of 6, and that's what we have to roll. So because I rolled a 5, we do both groups for top and middle. Again, bottom group never gets eligible for that stuff. In fact, the bottom group's just hanging out right now because I can't roll anything for them. So we're going to start with Kurt Busch. See what he can do. 9, and he will get a chip. Jimmy Johnson is an 8, and he will get a chip. I'm going to hand out chips like it's Christmas here. Kevin Harvick is a 6. He will not get one. Tony Stewart is a 10, and he will get one. All right. Ricky Craven, he's a 6. He will not. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is an 8. He will get one. All right. Robbie Gordon is 6. And he will get one. Bobby Labonte is 6. And he will not. Brett Bodine is a 5. And he will not. Steve Park, he's a 5. Nope. Matt Kenseth is an 8. And he will get one. Bill Elliott is a 7. And he will not. Brett Bodine is a 3. Jesus. And he will not. Mark Martin is a 10. And he will. Jeff Gordon is a 9. He'll get one. All right. Ricky Rudd is 7. And he will get one. Ryan Newman is a 9. And he'll get one. And Michael Waltrip's a 7. Oh, he's not going to get one. And Dale Jarrett's an 8. And he will get one. So look at that. Lots of stuff happening here. So we're going to shuffle this around. Now what you do is you shuffle all all the non-fast pit drivers to the back. So we're going to swap Bill Elliott and Matt Kenseth. Then we're going to move Robbie Gordon up. Move everybody back. All right, and then we're going to move up Dale Earnhardt Jr. Move everybody to the back. Bill Elliott. And then we're going to move up Tony Stewart. We're going to move up all three of these guys. Let's just move Harvick, Craven, Labonte, Bodine, Park. Then it'll be Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, and Tony Stewart. So there you go. And then you do the same thing here. So really all we do is we're going to move Michael Waltrip to the back. Boom, boom, boom. Here. And now we're good there. And the last thing you do is a driver in the top group gets to challenge the race leader using their gas pedal grade. There's no defense on that either. And the leader can choose to spend their performance chip to save it, which he has. So we're going to determine which driver it is. And I think I have to roll to determine the driver. And it's going to be 3, so it's Jeff Gordon. So now we'll go to his gas pedals. He has 5 gas pedals. And he rolls a 5, so he gets it. And Dale Jarrett will spend his chip to hold him off. So Dale Jarrett stays in the lead. I don't think Jeff Gordon then spends his to take it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it how it is. I don't know. All right. Again, answer in the comments if you know. Okay, so we're done. We're done with the pit stops. And we are already on turn 8, flying through this race. Turn 8. Haven't done nothing with the back group yet, but we'll get there. I mean, poor Rusty Wallace is having a rough year. He's hanging out back there. My boy Jeremy's hanging out back there. Dick Trickle's just waiting for somebody here to wreck, because then he can chance to move up. All right, next turn. And we get a 3, so we're in the middle group, and a 10, and it's TV again. All right, so we've got 4 drivers, the same 4 that we've had the whole time, I think. And they'll get a chance now to challenge the top group here. So, start with Kevin Harvick. And he will get a 2, which is good. He'll go against 5th place of Michael Waltrip, and boom, Michael Waltrip doesn't have a chip, and he will take it. Kurt Busch now. Red, that'll succeed. 3 is Jeff Gordon. That'll succeed, and Jeff Gordon is going to use his chip to block it. And again, I don't know if Kurt Busch can now use his or not. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe. So I'm just going to keep playing. Tony Stewart. Oh, that's not good. That was almost bad for Tony Stewart. That 6 is going to fail against 5. He'll use his chip, though, and he will switch with Kevin Harvick, and he'll move up. And now Matty Kenseth. And that 6 will fail against who's that 3, and he will now use his chip, and he will swap places with Jeff Gordon. And there you go. So, after that, Jarrett, Newman, Rudd, Kenseth, Martin, Stewart, Bodine, Gordon, and Earnhardt Jr. are your top 10. And we have had nothing fancy yet. No wrecks, no exciting rolls, no nothing. We're just getting through this thing. All right, it's a clean race. Okay, so we almost had triples. All right, so we're going to go 4, which is middle group again, and 7, which is back to control. So control and TV, that's all we're doing here. And we're going to start with Michael Waltrip. He's got control. And that 6 will fail. Now we're going to go to Ricky Craven. And that 3 will succeed against the second driver, which is Ryan Newman. And that 4 will succeed, but Ryan Newman will spend his chip, and he'll stay there. All right, so now we're at Bobby Labonte. And he's a 4. That's good. Against number 6, Brett Bodine, and he will take Brett Bodine's spot. And you kind of feel like with that kind of a card, Bodine's going to kind of fall down pretty quick. All right, and then you're going to go Todd Bodine. He has control. With the Bodine brothers. The other one's over here somewhere. The other Bodine is... It'd be nice to get a Bodine finish, wouldn't it? Oh, maybe he didn't make the race. Yeah, I don't think he made the race. All right, so Todd Bodine. That will succeed against the number 2 driver, Ryan Newman, but he's got 3, so that will fail. All right, so now we are on Steve Park. Steve Park, that will succeed against the number 5 of Tony Stewart, but that 2 will certainly fail. Next. All right, it's going to be who? Kurt Busch with a chip. He's got 5. His card is amazing. I mean, it's not a wonder that he's leading my points. His card is really good. That will succeed. Against Ryan Newman, that 4 will succeed. So without having to use his chip, Ryan Newman is going to be shuffled back by Kurt Busch. And we are on Jimmy Johnson, who also has a chip. That 4 will succeed, and it's against Kurt Busch. That 3 will most certainly fail. So Jimmy Johnson will use his chip, but then Kurt Busch will block. And I'm pretty sure I probably should have done it the other way, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, next up is Kevin Harvick. Nope. And Bill Elliott. Nope. Nope. No. Okay, Robbie Gordon is the next one with control. The 2 is going to be good. Going against Bobby Labonte, and that 3 will fail, but Robbie Gordon will use his chip. My dog's going crazy in case you can hear that. Finally, Jeff Gordon will get 2 shots at it. That 4 will succeed. Going against Robbie Gordon, that 3 will fail. So he gets another chance because he's got control, star, and a star. So he gets another chance, and that 3 is going to fail again. So there you go. Another turn in the book. And the spaces our slots are kind of moving around here. But Dale Jarrett continues to stay in the lead. All right, next up. Let's see what we got. All right, we're going back to the top group, and it's a 9, so it's going to be Reflex. Oh, like Duran Duran, the Reflex. I can do 80 songs all night, people. Seriously, the Reflex. All right, let's see who's got Reflex. Tony Stewart has Reflex. Going against our top guy, Dale Jarrett, who does not have it. So he's got 2 brake pedals and 2 brake pedals. So this blue die has to be a 5 or a 6 for it to fail. So here we go. Tony Stewart's first, and it's a 1, so that will fail. Let's see. No. Oh, wait. Yeah, Mark Martin does have it. And that 1 will succeed. That 5 will fail, and Mark Martin does not need to use his chip. And he will take over the lead. 5th leader in this race so far. Mark, so now we're on Matt Kenseth. He's got Reflex and a star. He's got 2 shots at it here. And that will fail. 4 will succeed, but that 1 will fail. He's got Reflex. It's got to be a 5 or 6 to get past Mark Martin. Second chance. Oh, see, that 6 is going to fail. Ricky Rudd, he's got a chance and a chip. So a chip and a chair. Oh, that's going to succeed. Oh, no, that 5 will fail, but he will use his chip, and he will block. All right, Kurt Busch, he's got 2 shots at it, and with that chip gone, he's got a chance. It's got to be a 5 or a 6. And it's going to be a 2, so that will fail. And now it's a 3, so it'll fail. So Mark Martin's going to go into this turn, and we are 1/4 of the way through, and Mark Martin's going to go into that 25% mark with the lead. All right, let's see. Let's roll them again here. All right, we have we're finally in the bottom group. We have a 5 and a 5. It's going to be the star rating. The first thing I look at is, does Mayfield have a star rating? He doesn't. So it's going to be Bobby Hamilton starting. They're going to be going after people in the second group here. Okay, so it's going to be this 3 for Bobby Hamilton. That'll succeed. He's going to go after 5 odd. And that is, oh, poor Brett Bodine. He's going to drop all the way to the bottom because that 6 will fail him. And Bobby Hamilton makes a big move to get up to 17th. Star. Jeff Green now with a star rating. And he's got 4 gas pedals. So that'll succeed right there. He's going after 5 even. So he's going after Todd Bodine, who has star and a star. That's a 2, but that's a 3. And in one swift move, both Bodine brothers are shuffled to the back. Oh, that's terrible. All right, Elliott Sadler is next. And he has 4 gas pedals. That'll fail. All right, now we're going to go to Rusty Wallace. He has 4 gas pedals. And that 4 is good. We're going against 6 even. So that'll be Ricky Craven. He's got star. He doesn't have gas pedals, so Rusty Wallace is going to take that spot from him. Shuffle Ricky Craven back to 39th? Yeah, 39th. And Wallace moves up to 18th. Big jump there. Star. Let's see. Okay, so Ward Burton is our next star. He has 5 gas pedals. All right, so we get so that'll succeed. 2. He's going after 2 even, and that'll be Dale Earnhardt Jr. And that 5, 1, 2, 3, is going to succeed, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to use his chip there, and he's going to hold it off. And now we're back to where no one on the board has a chip. So now we're going to go to Jimmy Spencer. He has 4 gas pedals, and that will succeed. He'll go after 5 even, and that is Jeff Green, who has star, and that's it. And Jimmy Spencer, with that 2, is going to move up into 16th and push Jeff Green near the back. All right, nope. Okay, Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty's next. He has 3 gas pedals, and that red die is a 4, so that's going to fail. Okay, star. Okay, Sterling Marlin, who won this race in real life. He has a star. He's got 5 gas pedals. And that's going to succeed, and that is going to push back. That 6 is going to fail, whoever it is. 3 odd. Oh, and it's Jimmy Johnson. Wow, so Sterling Marlin's going to push Jimmy Johnson all the way to the back. 24th. Marlin moves into 13th, and Hut Strickland is next. He only has 2 gas pedals. That red die has to be a 1 or a 2 where he fails. And it's, oh no, that's problematic. Anytime you roll triples, so Hut Strickland with trouble. I don't remember off the top of my head what that means. I always forget what triples means. I always have to look it up, and I can never find it. So give me a second here. There it is. I know it's here. There it is. If the dice roll is triples, disregard the challenge and roll for a problem for the challenging driver. Problem finder chart. So we got to go to the problem finder chart, which is here. Problem finder. We're going to roll 2 dice. We'll roll red and white like I'm playing APBA football. And we'll get a 52. Clutch problems, roll for repair. If he has a pit crew A, which he doesn't, he has a pit crew E. So we're going to roll for the repair. And the repair is that the escape? Let's see. Let's see. I think rolling for repair is the escape. Because I don't think there's a repair one, is there? Oh, no, that's the number. Yeah, that's the letter. That's right. So rolling for repair, that's the letter inside. So he's an E. But over here on the card, you have a repair plus 2 right there. Right there. Come on. There you go. Repair plus 2. So I think what I can do there is add 2 to repair. So we're an E. We're still in the first third. So the repair number is... wait, isn't the repair number here? By pit crew grade. So this was trouble. So E, first third is a 7. And I'm going to make it a 9 because I'm going to add 2. And we get a 10. Oh, no. And he is going to go out of this race. So let's make sure that didn't cause a caution. I don't think it did. Let's make sure it didn't cause a problem. Repair. Okay, so let's see. A problem will trigger a need to fill a gap if a yellow. I don't think there was a yellow flag, so I believe all that's going to happen is Hut Strickland's out of the race, so he's out first. And let me write that down. First one out is 23, and then all we're going to do now is move everybody up. But let's finish this first. So it was star. So Johnny Benson has star. So that 6 is going to fail, and that's it. So we'll move these guys up. Okay. There we go. And we're ready to move on to the next one. So Hut Strickland, our first guy that's out of the race. And we are on to the next turn. So let me mark this turn off. We are on turn 12. Almost to the end of the first third. And we've got a 2, so that's going to be your top group. And a 10, and we're back to TV. So we have 4 guys in the TV that are going to go after Mark Martin. I don't think Mark Martin gets anything extra for being a TV driver. He just has the 1, 2, 3. So Tony Stewart is first. We need a 4, 5, 6 on the blue die for things to change. And we got it. And this is going to work. 2 is good, and the 5 is good. So Tony Stewart now takes over the lead. And that's his first time. That's our 6th leader. Mark Martin is next. And let's see. Oh, no, Mark Martin is who had the lead, right? Yeah. So it's going to be Matt Kenseth that's next. So that 2 is good, but that 1 will fail. Tony Stewart, we need a 5 or a 6. Ricky Rudd. And we get a 6, and we get a 4, and Ricky Rudd. He'll pop into first place. And that's his 3rd time. He was the pole sitter, and now he's back in the lead for the 3rd time. Kurt Busch, though, going to go after him. And there's been a bit of a rivalry with those. Oh, that was Ryan Newman. All right, so that 3 is good, but that 3 is not good, and it will end the turn with Ricky Rudd in the lead. And we are on turn number 14. I don't know, 13? 13. No, we're on turn 14 now. Yeah, we're on turn 14 now, again, out of 40. All right, here we go. Oh, a 6. A 6 means, I forget what a 6 means, a duel. And then we have an 8. I don't really know much about duels. So the number 6 cars in the middle group can choose to go after anyone if they want to. So Michael Waltrip, so in order to do a duel, I think you just have to roll against that gas pedal, and that's it. And then if he fails, you check for trouble for him. If he succeeds, you check for the trouble he went up against. So Michael Waltrip, he's going to go after Jeff Gordon. Might as well. So we need 4 or less. Oh, wait. I should probably roll 1 die. Let's roll the red die. And he gets a 1. So he will displace Jeff Gordon. Now let's roll for trouble for Jeff Gordon. So we're in the first third. And he is a B. So it's 10 or less. And he gets an 8. So he's good. No trouble. Right? Let's check this real quick. Resolving a duel. So it gets a trouble result. So Michael Waltrip will get a chip for that. And let's see. Resolve the trouble. Race cam. Let's see. 5. All right. Yep, that's good. And then you roll against the escape. Oh, I didn't roll against the escape, did I? No, that was Gordon. So I should have rolled against his escape. And he got it. So 6 is less than 9. So we're good there. And then you go in and you check the pit crew rating to see if it can be repaired. Okay. All right. Okay, so next. And now we got Rusty Wallace can go after somebody. He's a 4. I mean, that's a 67% chance. So he's going to go after Bobby Labonte. So we need a 4 or less. And he gets a 2. So he goes after Labonte. Now Labonte's got to roll to see if he can escape 9 or less. And he doesn't. He does not escape. So if it's, then you say if it's, so that's going to be trouble or his escape rating. So I'm not sure what that means. It doesn't say in here. Can't say he's in trouble. Either case, you roll against their escape rating to see if it escapes damage. If not, again, against the pit crew to see if it can be repaired. So Bobby Labonte now will go against his pit crew. It's a B. We're in the middle group. And that would have been, that was trouble, right? Or was that a problem? I think that was trouble. So it's B, first group, 10. And let's roll and see if he his pit crew can handle it, and they do. So I believe he goes back to the end of the group when he does that. So we're going to swap those two because he had to go into the pit and get it repaired. And was there a yellow flag on that case? So with a duel, yeah, I don't think there was a yellow flag there. I think he just goes into the pits and everybody's happy. All right, so we're done with that turn. And we are now entering the second third of the race. Ricky Rudd is your race leader. He's led 3 different times so far. And we will start and see what we're going to do next. All right. Oh, we got a 1 and a 10. So we're going to go TV drivers again. Wow. So Mark Martin is going to be first. He's going to go after Ricky Rudd. Rudd has 1, 2, 3. We need a 4, 5, or a 6 on the blue die for it to matter. So here we go. And we get a 6, and we get a 1. That's going to succeed. Mark Martin takes over the lead. Ooh, that was a poem I just wrote. All right, that's his second time leading. Go to Matt Kenseth now. A 5 is good. A 3 will not be good, though. So go to Tony Stewart. A 4 is good. And a 5, 1. Yeah, a 5 will do it. So Tony Stewart now takes the lead. And that's his second time leading. A lot of lead changes in this one. So we'll go on to Kurt Busch now. Great card. The 3 is good, but that 1 will fail. And we are done with that turn. Tell you what, when it's the TV drivers, it's quick. I have to do a couple drivers. I'd like to see a 5 come up on this black die. I'd like to get this back group moving up. Oh, you know what? And Rusty Wallace gets a chip because he won that duel. All right, so it's a 1. So we're back into the top group. It's a 6, so it's smart. So who's smart? Robbie Gordon. So Robbie Gordon, he's got 4 gas pedals. So that'll work. Going after Tony Stewart, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will fail. All right. So now we go Ricky Rudd, and he's got 2 chances at the smart. He's got the smart. He's got the smart with the asterisk there. See it? So he gets 2 chances at it. All right. So the first one, that 4 is good, but that 2 will fail. Stewart's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a blue 6, and we did not get it for whoever was next. Oh no, that was his second chance. We didn't get it either way. Mark Martin has it, and that's going to fail. And Kurt Busch does not have it, so that's the end of that turn. So we are 15 turns in, 40 turn race. We got one more turn, and then we got pit stops. So here we go. And we get a 2. So we're going to stay in the top group. And a 3. Oh, and that's trouble. So I don't know what that means. Do we roll against everybody? I'm not sure what that means. Here we go. Starting from the lead. Okay, so starting from the lead in that group, we will... escape rating. So we're going to check the escape rating of everybody in the first group. So this could be an issue. So we're going to start with Stewart. His is a 7. And he's fine. He escapes it. Kurt Busch. He's a 7. And it's a 6. He escapes. Mark Martin's an 8. He escapes. Matt Kenseth is a 9. He will escape. Dale Jarrett's a 9. Oh, and he will escape. Oh, we roll a 9. We're right on the dot. Ricky Rudd's a 7. And he's good. And Robbie Gordon. Oh, he's the only one that has a problem. So, he's the only one that fails it. So, if one or more cars are connected, there's a yellow flag. This will trigger the need to fill a gap. Yeah. So, I got to roll against his repair. All right. So, let me roll against his repair. And his repair. So, we're in the middle third. He's a B. And this is going to be, this was trouble. So 8 or less. And he will survive it. He'll stay right there. Does he go to the back? I think he goes to the back. Yeah, they all go to the back of the group. So he's going to go all the way to the back. And we're going to try to fill this gap now. We're going to start with Michael Waltrip. And all we got to do is beat his gas pedals. And we do. So Michael Waltrip moves in. Then we move everybody up. And then we got to fill this gap. And we're starting with the great Dick Trickle. We need a 2, a 1, or a 2. We get a 2. Trickle moves to 19th. Oh, his hand's out the window during the caution. He's smoking a cigarette. That's my favorite Dick Trickle story. Okay. And now you've got Robbie Gordon, who was having a pretty good run, all the way at the back now. He had to go in and get fixed, go in under caution and get all fixed up. Probably went in more than once. Didn't want to lose a lap. Hut Strickland's still the only guy that's out. All right, and there we go. And we've done it. Okay. And that was a caution lap. So the next lap would have been a yellow flag, pit stops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross out the turn after that, and we're going to do pit stops now. Okay. So pit stops, there were 3 steps to them, or 4 steps. First, all right, in the top group, 5 and 3 are going to change places. So that's Ricky Rudd and Matt Kenseth. And now we'll check each member of the top group to see how their fast pit went. So we're going to start with Michael Waltrip. He's a 7, and he will fail. Matt Kenseth is an 8, and he will get it. Dale Jarrett is an 8. No, that's a 6. He'll get it. And Ricky Rudd is a 7, and he'll get it. And Mark Martin is a 10, and he will get one. And boy, they're loading him up here. Lastly, Kurt Busch is a 9. He will not get it, so he's going to get shuffled back. But I'm not going to move him behind Waltrip because Waltrip had that chip before the fast pit, so I think it's supposed to do that. And now we got to determine if someone can go after Stewart. So let's see who it is. It's going to be Waltrip, and he's got that chip. So we need to roll less than 4 or less. And we get a 5, and he's going to fail, but he'll use the chip, and he'll take that lead from Stewart, and he is our 7th leader of this race. All right. Done with pit stops, and we are on now to turn number 19. We're almost halfway home. How are we looking here? 45 minutes. Okay, I thought I could be a little bit faster than that, but okay. All right, here we go. Oh, a 6, and a 6 is a duel, and it's an 8, so it's already the same duel we had earlier. The number 6 cars in the middle group, Trickle and Labonte. So Dick Trickle's going to pass. He's going to be like, nope, I'm not screwing this up because he only has 2 gas pedals. It's a 33% chance that he'd win any kind of an attack. Bobby Labonte has 4 though. He has the opposite, so he's going to go after Dale Earnhardt Jr. And he will fail. Oh, Bobby Labonte will fail. And now we got to roll to see if he escapes. Let's see. So we roll for trouble. Or we roll for trouble. We're in the middle third. He's a B. So it's 8 or less. And it's an 8, so he's good. So we're okay. And he goes to the back. No, he doesn't go to the back. Yeah, he goes to the back because he had to go in and get repairs. So he goes to the back. I think that's right. So Dick Trickle moves up to 18th. And that turn is done. So we are on turn 20. And here we go. Oh, look at those numbers. 3 and 12. Oh, rare. I don't know that I've ever had a rare. So that's going to be the middle group. And we have a rare play. I love rare plays in the NFL. I might have done this once or twice. So here we go. Rare results. And this is going to be middle group. So we've got this section right here. Rare results, middle group. Let's see what it says. This is so exciting. And here we go. A 12. Driver error moves to end of bottom group. Which driver? Well, how do you know which driver? Oh, I wonder if there's a driver finder. Yeah, I think they have a driver finder right here. So we're going to go middle group, driver finder. We're going to roll red, white, and blue. I don't know how to read this. I don't really understand. 22, 24. Oh, that's. Oh, red. Oh, you total them up. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get 41. That's driver 4 odd. And what was the problem again? Driver error. He moves to the end of the bottom group. So we rolled a 41, and that is driver 4 odd. So that is going to be Jimmy Spencer. Goes to the very end of the bottom group on a driver error. So Dick Trickle moves up to 17th. We need to fill that gap. So we'll start with Mike Skinner. 3 or less. Nope. Johnny Benson. 4 or less. No. Jimmy Johnson. 5 or less. Absolutely. So Jimmy Johnson gets into the second group as he slowly makes his way back into the front. Mayfield up to 27th. I've only had one time that I've rolled into the back group in like the 20 or so rolls that we've done so far. Ward Burton back there too. There's some talented drivers back there. And yes, I call Jeremy Mayfield talented when he's not on meth. And Jimmy Spencer goes to the back. And here we are. All right, there's the end of that turn. That's kind of cool. I never had a rare before. All right, so that is turn 20. We are on turn 21. We are halfway. If this was NASCAR of 2025, they'd probably stop it and have a stage and let everybody get a Coke. And it's just so stupid. Anyway, here we go. Roll 3 dice. All right. Oh, we have triples. We have triples. I don't remember what happens. That's not on a driver. That's on the those dice. So what happens on triples? Anything? Maybe nothing happens? I don't know. Let's see here. All right, so maybe nothing. Doesn't look like anything. Is that just a 3 and a 6? Is that all it is? Yeah, I think it's just a 3 and a 6. Okay, so it's middle group and 6. 6 is smart. So we'll start with Jimmy Johnson. He's got it. So he's going to challenge somebody in the top group. And, that's going to do it. 4. 4 is good. 6 is good. So it's the 2 driver, Ricky Rutter. He's going to use his chip to hold off Jimmy Johnson. Bobby Labonte. 4. 6 is going to fail. Smart. Jeff Gordon. 5, that's good. 1, that is going to be Mark Martin, and that 4 gets it, but Mark Martin will use his chip. All those fast pits from the last one where everybody got chips is helping them out now. It will go down to Ryan Newman. I believe he went to the University of Purdue. I think I say that every time when Smart comes up. 5 is good. 2 against Mark Martin is going to fail. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's going to fail. Boom. Kevin Harvick. I don't know where he went to college. 4 is good. 3. So that's against number 5, Kurt Busch. And 3 is not going to do it. He's got 3 brake pedals. So that's not going to do it. Bill Elliott. A 2 is good. Against our 3 driver, that's a 2. And that's not going to do it. He has 3 brake pedals. And nope. And now we got Rusty Wallace, who was started near the back. That 6 is good. He's going to go after Tony Stewart, but that 2 is not going to be enough. But he has a chip, and he'll use it, and he'll push Tony Stewart down into the second group, and that's not going to make Tony Stewart very happy. And we are on to number 21, and we got Michael Waltrip's been leading for a while now, a couple different turns since the pit stops, I think. All right, we are on turn number 22. All right. Oh, we have another duel. 6. This time it's a 10. It's the number 4 cars in the middle group. So that would be Bobby Hamilton and Steve Park. They both have 66% chances to do it, so they're both going to do it. All right. So they're both Hamilton will go after Tony Stewart. And let's roll these 2. No. I need to roll a red, actually. A red. He's got 4. And he will succeed. So Bobby Hamilton's going to push Tony Stewart back. And Tony Stewart's going to be pissed off about that. So does he escape? So he has trouble. That's what we got to check. He has trouble. And he has a C pit crew. Uh-oh. And we're in the middle third. That's 7 or less. And he will do it. Oh, man. But we'll get a or is it the escape? I got to check that. So let me just give Bobby Hamilton a chip. And then I got to check that dual thing again. Oh, yeah. So you do the escape first. And I didn't do that. So it was a 7. So either way, it was a 7. But you do the escape first on their card. And then if they don't escape, then you do the trouble. So that's how you do it. All right. So now Steve Park. Steve Holt. He's going to go after Junior. He needs a 4 or less. And he will not get it, so he's got trouble of his own. And his escape is a 5. And uh-oh, he will not succeed. So now we got to check the pit crew. And he's a C, and we're in the middle third, so it's a 7. And he'll succeed. So he will go to the back, though, of the group. I think the whole thing. So he'll go to the back of the entire race because he had to go pit. Oh, we got to have a 3 or less for Mike Wallace. Nope. 4 or less for Johnny Benson. No. Buckshot, 3 or less. Yes, Buckshot Jones. Boom. All right. Mayfield moves up one. The only time that these guys in the back are moving up is when somebody has to go to the back. They just move up one spot at a time. They're just driving around back there like it's a Sunday drive. Not challenging each other. Nothing. And I've only rolled 1 5 so far for that back group. It's kind of disappointing. It always gets fun when you're moving guys like that to the front and the back. Compton. Sorry, I'm babbling while I do this. And 42nd. All right, so Steve Park moves back to 42nd. And Bobby Hamilton, he won his challenge, so he'll pick up a chip. Okay, next. And a 5. That's their back. There you go. There's your back group. And a 4, and that's Heat. Mayfield have Heat? No. God, come on now. All right, so we'll start with Jimmy Spencer. So Spencer, oh, that'll do good. 3 odd, and that'll be Ryan Newman, and it's a 4. And Ryan Newman has 1, 2, 3. He will fail. And Jimmy Spencer's going to push him all the way back to 41st. Just punted him back there. Wow, that's a big one. All right, Robbie Gordon has Heat. So this is, oh, that 6 is going to fail. All right, let's see. We got Ricky Craven with some Heat. That's good. 4 odd. That'll be Jeff Gordon. He doesn't have to eat. He only has 2 brake pedals, and we got a 3. So Jeff Gordon. And that was, I already forgot who it was. It was Ricky Craven. So Jeff Gordon gets pushed to the back. That's not good. Let's see. He'll get up there fast. Well, I would assume he is. Johnny Andretti now. Johnny Andretti with Heat. He's got 3, and he'll fail. Heat. Not a lot of heat in the back group. Actually, Jeff Burton's our only one. 3, and that's good. 4, so 1 odd, and that's Dale Earnhardt Jr., and he's going to push. Holy cow, the big wigs are getting pushed to the back. Ryan Newman, Jeff Gordon, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. all lose their spots. Wow. That's big. Okay, that's a big point. That's going to shake up the points a little bit. All right, and that's going to be it for that turn. We are on turn number 23. All right, we get a 2. So we're staying in the first group. We get a 2 and an 8. 8 is skill. So Rusty Wallace is first. A 6, that'll fail. Kurt Busch, that'll succeed. Going after Michael Waltrip. He's got skill, so he's got 4. So we need to see a 5 or a 6 on that blue. Skill plus, and Matt Kent has 2 chances. And that'll fail, but he'll use his chip, and he'll take the lead. And that's our 8th different leader now. And now we're going to get Dale Jarrett with 2 chances and a chip. And that 5 will fail and the 1. So he'll use his chip, though, and he'll take the lead back. And that's his 2nd time leading. So let's see. Skill. So Mark Martin's the only one left. 5 is good. 4, 1, 2. Nope, it's not going to be good enough. He's going to have 6 there. So that's going to end that turn. Turn number 24 now with Dale Jarrett in the lead. A 4 and an 8. So we're going back to the second group, and we're going to stay with skill. So we just tested the skill of the top group. Now we'll test the skill of the second group. And we're going to start with Jimmy Johnson. And he's got skill. All right, that one is good, but that one is going to fail. So now we'll go to, we always pass over Dick Trickle. Tony Stewart. And that is a, oh, this is good. This is a 2. That's good. And 2 is Ricky Rudd, and that's a 6, and he'll fail. So Tony Stewart moves back into the first group, pushes Ricky Rudd to the back. Sterling Marlin now. Oh, that's not good for Sterling Marlin. He's the winner of this race. I really thought he was going to start moving up, but he just rolled triples. And I'm going to go ahead and read. I know I just did a few minutes ago. All right. Problem Finder. So we got to go to the Problem Finder chart for Mr. Sterling Marlin. We'll roll 2 dice, red and white. 61. Engine running hot. Roll for repair. All right. So repair is, he's a B. We're in the middle third. So it's 8 or less, but I can add 2. So that's a 10 or less. And he'll get an 8. So he's good, but I think he's got to move to the back now of the whole thing because he had to go into the pit. So Spencer, Mr. Trickle slowly moves up. We got to roll to see who gets into this spot. So Mike Skinner, nope. Johnny Benson, 4. Yes, he's missed it like twice already, so it's good to see him get it. Junior, 22nd. Mayfield now 25th. Terry Labonte, 26th. Let's see. Dave Blaney, 29th. Ward Burton, 30th. Jeff Gordon, 34th. Elliott Sadler, 35th. Todd Bodine, 37th. Brett Bodine, 38th. Robbie Gordon, 39th. Ryan Newman, 40th. Park, 41st. And Sterling Marlin now back to 42nd. And that was, oh man, I should have waited until the end. That was skill, right? Yeah. And I think he was probably, I think we're on Kevin Harvick now. So Kevin Harvick, because those guys don't have skill. So Harvick, Ricky Rudd just got shuffled back. I think he was right there. So skill for Kevin Harvick. And that 1 is going to be good. Going after Kurt Busch, there's no way that 3 is good, and it is not. So skill now. Oh, no, I'm sorry, smart. Smart now for Bill Elliott. Oh, so close. That 4 is good. Going after Kurt Busch also, and that 5 is good. So Bill Elliott moves into 6th. Kurt Busch pushed back to 10th. Boom, and nope, no smart for Bobby Hamilton. Only guy with a chip is Bobby Hamilton. And that's the end of that turn. And we are on 24 out of 40. And that is a 3, so we're back into the middle group. And a 6, smart. Basically the same thing we just did. So here we go. We're going to go to Jimmy Johnson again. And 6. Going after Rusty Wallace. That 2 is good and that 6 is good, and they will switch places. Rusty Wallace actually had 5 brake pedals there. Oh, no, 4, but he lost it. We are on Bobby Labonte now as Jimmy Johnson moves up. And that 5 will fail. Bobby Labonte, yeah. So smart. Ricky Rudd has 2 chances at it. And that 5 is no good, so here's his second chance. That 2 is good this time. Going after Bill Elliott. That 4, he's got smart, no brake pedals. That'll work. So Bill Elliott shuffled right back to the second group. Jimmy Spencer now. Going after going after Matt Kenseth. And that will do it. So Jimmy Spencer pushes Matt Kenseth back. And Kevin Harvick with 4. That'll work. Going after Mark Martin. And he's got 3, and that'll do it. So Kevin Harvick. We're shuffling things around like crazy here. And that's it. There you go. All right, let's roll it again. There we go. And Dale Jarrett's been leading for a while. And we're going to go, top group and a 7. So it's going to be control. Top group control. And Jimmy Johnson's first, going after Dale Jarrett, who also has control. He's got 5. We need a blue 6. And we don't get it. And we still need a blue 6 for Ricky Rudd. And we don't get it. And we need a blue 6 for Michael Waltrip. Don't get it. Nope. Tony Stewart gets 2 chances. And that ain't going to do it. And that ain't going to do it. And Dale Jarrett's going to hold them all off and stay in first. Very impressive. All right. 26 now. Turn 26. There's a 5. 5-7. That's control. And Mayfield doesn't have that either. Come on now. Killing me. All right. 5. Control. We're going to start with Sterling Marlin. Is he going to make a run? All right. So that 4 is good. Going after 4 odd, or 5 even. Going after 5 even. That's going to be Bobby Labonte. And that 3, that's control, right? That 3 is going to do it. So Sterling Marlin jumps right back into it, pushes Bobby Labonte all the way to the back. Steve Park. And let's see. The 2 is good. Going after 5 even. That was where we just were. That's Sterling Marlin. And that 2 is not going to do it. Let's see. Ryan Newman now. And that 4 is good. That 2, though, that's going to be 6 even. And that is, it's Buckshot. And he has nothing. So Ryan Newman easily disposes of him. All right. Robbie Gordon's got control. Everybody's got control except for my favorite driver. All right, Robbie. This is your chance. So Robbie Gordon. Let's see. A 4 is good. And we're going to go after 1 even. And that is Bobby Hamilton. That 3 is good. But Hamilton's got a chip, and he'll hold him off. Brett Bodine. Oh, that 1 is good. In fact, this is going to work. He only has 2. But that 1 gets him back into, right? 5. That's going to go against 4 odd. And 4 odd is, it's Dick Trickle. Oh, man. So Brett Bodine shuffles him back. Shuffles him all the way back to 38th from 15th. Man, he had a good run going, too. Smoking like a chimney. My favorite story. All right, Todd Bodine now. A 5. That's not going to do it. We are on Elliott Sadler. He has 4. That is not going to do it. Now, Jeff Gordon gets 2 shots, and he's got 5 brake gas pedals. Oh, and he fails on the first one with a 6. He fails. He's got trouble. He's got trouble. Capital T stands for P. Rhymes with P. Stands for pool. All right, let's see again what we got to do here. We got to roll for trouble right here. So we're going to go this one. 42. Break trouble. Roll for repair. So we are still in the middle group. We're going to add 2. So he's a B, middle third. So it's a 10 or less. And it's a 7. So he's good, but he's going to have to move back. So he's going to move back to here. I'll resolve that in a minute. So Nemechek now. So Nemechek is 4. That's good. That 4 was good. We're going to go after 4 even, and that is Ricky Craven. And he has control, but nothing else. So Nemechek will take Ricky Craven back. And now we are on John Andretti. So that 2 is good. That 6 is going to beat somebody. And we're going after 1 even, and that is Bobby Hamilton. So Andretti swaps places with him. And now we are on Ward Burton. All right, a 6 is not going to do it. Even with 5 gas pedals, a 6 won't do it. Casey Atwood only has 2, and he will not do it. Jeff Green has 4, and he will 2, but that 1 is going to, well, maybe. Let's see. We're going after 6 even, and that is Ryan Newman. Yeah, he's got a brake pedal. He's got control. That's not going to do it. Terry Labonte, he's got 3, and that's good. Oh, this looks good. 6 odd, and that is Johnny Benson, and that's a 4, and he has 1. So Terry Labonte moves into the second group, pushing Johnny Benson back. Nope. Kenny Schrader has 3. So 2 is good. We're going to go after 1 even, and that'll be John Andretti, who has 1, and he got a 3, so that's going to shuffle him right back. as Ken Schrader takes it. And now we go Kevin LePage. That 6 is going to fail. I'm pretty sure that when you have like a triangle, when you challenge someone and fail, you have problems, but I don't really want to play that. It's like the master version of the game, and I'm not doing that yet. And that's it. All right, so let's refill this up. Okay, so everybody moves up. And Jeff Gordon is bringing up the rear. All right, there we go. Let's end that turn. And now we're in the pits. All right, so let's do some pit stops. And we get a 3. That'll be this group. And then 6 and 3 are going to change places. So that's Newman and Labonte are going to push Elliott and Kenseth back. And now we're going to roll for fast pit. So Elliott, 7, and he's a 7, so he'll get one. Kenseth is an 8, and he'll get one. Those aren't really visible that well. Let's use these ones instead here. Rusty Wallace is a 7, and he'll get one. Sterling Marlin is a 7, and he'll get one. Brett Bodine is a 3, and he won't get one. Nemechek, a 5. Nope. Labonte, a 6. Nope. Ryan Newman, a 9. Yep. Mark Martin is a 10. Of course. Kurt Busch is a 9. Oh, no. Kurt Busch, no. Wait, I think that's a thing. When you roll doubles with a fast pit, is that a pit violation? I think it is. Oh, maybe not. Nope, don't see anything about doubles. All right. I thought it was. I really still think it is, but I don't see anything in here, so he's a no. Jeff Burton. Nope. And Ken Schrader's a 4. Oh, he gets it. Wow. Didn't see that coming. All right, so now let's reorder these guys. So Mark Martin and Ryan Newman. And let's see. These guys go here. And then he goes there. Actually, wait. We got 3. So let's take these 3. Let's go that order. And then move Labonte. Wait. 3. So Labonte, Busch, Labonte, and then Rusty Wallace, Matt Kenseth, Bill Elliott, Burton, Brett Bodine, and Joe Nemechek. And there you go. And now we got to see who gets to challenge for the lead. So we'll roll one for the top group. And it will be 2. So it's going to be Kevin Harvick needs 4 or less. And he does not get it. So Dale Jarrett will stay in the lead for even longer. And he is killing it. He is killing it right now in terms of laps led. All right. Pit's done. Next. Turn number 28. And it's a 5. We're going to the back group. Nice. And a 7. And that's control. And Mayfield still doesn't have control. I can't roll reflex, smart, or skill for the back group. He's just moving up one at a time, basically. But Jeff Gordon gets 2 shots at it. And that's going to fail. He's got 5. That, though, 3 odd. Oh, that's going to be Kenseth. And that 4 is going to fail, but Kenseth's going to use his chip. So Gordon just stays in 42nd. And Bobby Labonte. A 4 going after, what's he got, a 4? Yeah. So going after 2 even. And that'll be Ryan Newman. And would it fail? A 2? No, that wouldn't. That fails. My God, my dog. He sees one thing outside. He just needs to bark at it. All right. So Steve Park. That 1 will, well, maybe it won't. 3. So 1 is going to be successful. 3 odd is Kenseth. And he's got control. So that will fail. And a brake pedal. So that'll fail. Let's see. Buckshot. He needs a 3 or less. Does not get it. Robbie Gordon. He's got control. Needs a 4 or less. 1, that's good. And then 1 odd. 1 odd. Or, I'm sorry, 3 odd. That'll be Kenseth again. That 4 is going to fail. And Robbie Gordon's going to push Matt Kenseth to 38th. Yikes. Okay, so Dick Trickle, he only has reflex. And I can't believe that. Control for Todd Bodine. So this is a good one. 2. And then 1 even. Oh, it's going to be Schrader. And Schrader has a chip, and he will use it. All right, Elliott Sadler. He's got 4. That's good. And then 5 odd. And that'll be Jeff Burton, a 3. And he's got control and 2 brake pedals, so he will hold them off. Ricky Craven. 3. That's good. 6 odd. 6 odd is Joe Nemechek. And that 2, he has control, but that's it. So that'll work. So Craven's going to push him back. And let's see. Bobby Hamilton, who was once up there pretty high, he has 4. And that 6 is going to fail. Ward Burton, who's been mired back here the whole time. Let's see if he can switch it up. 5 will work. 1 odd. And that is going to be Mark Martin. And that 3 is going to succeed, but he's got his chip. Those fast pits will do for you. Casey Atwood, he's got 2 gas pedals. And that 3 is going to fail. Jeff Green has 4 gas pedals. That 6 is going to fail. Johnny Benson has 4. And that 5 is going to fail. Control. John Andretti has 3. Oh, that 2 is going to succeed. Oh, look at this. 4 even. Oh, and it's going to be Bill Elliott, and he will fail it, but he'll use his chip. The chips are saving these guys big time here. All right, Kevin LePage, 2. Nope, it's going to fail. And that's it. And that turn is officially over. And we're in the final third of this race. We're on turn number 29. And we got 3 guys with chips in the second group. Nobody up top with anything. Let's see what we got here. 4, 5. So that's going to be second group. And 5 is a star rating. So starting with Ricky Craven. He's going to challenge this group here. A 2. I'm liking the odds of these guys with chips too. A 1 is good. And he's going to go after Jimmy Johnson. And he's got 3. So that'll fail. Ooh, Brett Bodine. Trying to get back up there. And he may. 2 is good. A 2 is Kevin Harvick. And a 5 is going to fail. And Brett Bodine gets back into second place after being up in the lead early on in this race. Look at Brett Bodine with this run. All right, a star. Kurt Busch. That 2 is good, but that 1 will fail. Bill Elliott gets 2 shots at it. That 4 is good. He's going after person number 1. Oh, Brett Bodine, and he's going to lose it. So Bill Elliott, his first one puts him in the top group. Now he gets another chance. He gets to go after the leader. So star. So we need 6 on that blue die. And we're not going to get it. So star. Okay, Rusty Wallace is a star. He's got 4. He's got a chip. And that 2 is good. He goes after the 4th driver, Michael Waltrip, who has a star, and a star, so he'll fail. So Rusty Wallace will use his chip, and he will push Michael Waltrip to the back. And now we are on Sterling Marlin, who was once at the back of this thing. That 5 is good. And that 4 is going to be Rusty Wallace, who just got up there. And that 3 is going to fail, but he'll use his chip and push Rusty Wallace right back into the second group. And Ryan Newman now. Let's see. 2. Going after Tony Stewart. That 2 is good. That 4 is no good. And let's see. Nope. And we are good. All right. That was lap 29. Going to turn 30. Going to turn 30. All right, the 5. All right, we're going to that back group again. And it's a 9. It's reflex. Yes, we got a chance. Okay, I'm excited now. And that means Dick Trickle gets to do it too because he's got reflex. All right, Jeff Gordon does not have reflex. Seriously? He should have everything. Anyway, Bobby Labonte is first. And that 1 is good, and he's going to go after 4 odd. 4 odd is Kurt Busch, and he has 2 brake pedals, so that will fail. All right, where are we at here? Reflex and a star. Matt Kent's at 2 chances at it. So 4 is good. Going after 6, even. Going after Kevin Harvick. And that 3 will succeed. So Kenseth gets in the second group. He's got a chance now to get into the first group. That 1 is good. Oh, this is looking good. Going after Ricky Rudd. And that 5, he's got reflex. He's got 3, so that'll work. So Matt Kenseth moves all the way into the first group. All right, Trickle. He's got 2. We need to see a 1 or a 2 on the red die. Oh, a 2. And he's going to go after 2 even, but that 1 is going to fail, I'll bet you. So 2 even is Ryan Newman, and he has, reflex? Yeah, he has reflex and a brake pedal, so it's not going to work. So Dick tried, but it just didn't work. All right, so reflex, Stacy Compton now. He's got 2, and that's going to fail. Reflex. All right, Kenny Wallace has got 3, and that'll work. Going to go after 1 even, or 1 odd, and that is Mark Martin. And that 2, oh, it's going to fail. He's got reflex and a star, so that fails. Bobby Hamilton, no. Ward Burton, he's got a chance. He's been lollygagging around back there. So that 4 is good. We're going to go 6 even, or 6 odd. We're going to go after Ricky Craven, and that 4 is going to do it. So Ward Burton finally gets out of the bottom group. He's been in there the whole race. And Dave Blaney now, it's his turn. 6, that's going to fail. Reflex. Johnny Benson, he's got 4. That's good. That was a 4. That's good. Going after 6 even. Going after Ricky Rudd, and that 5 is going to do it. So Johnny Benson displaces Ricky Rudd, moves into 18th, and now it's the whole reason why y'all are here. You want to see what Jeremy Mayfield does. That's the reason I'm here. So 4. Oh, and he fails. Damn it. All right, so reflex. Kyle Petty, 3. Oh, he fails. Almost triples. Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's a success. That's probably going to be a fail. 6 even, or 6 odd, I mean, is Ward Burton. Yeah, he has reflex. That's going to block it. LePage and Schrader, and we are done. That was a long turn. But that was turn. We are 3/4 of the way through this race. We are an hour and 19 in. That seems about right. We'll actually add in the qualifying. We're like an hour and 35 in. That's okay. You guys like long videos, right? Okay. Where are we at here? Yeah, we are on turn 30. We got a ways before we got pits. And we're going to go 4 and 6. 6 is Smart. Second group. So not him, not him, not him. Jesus. So Terry Labonte. So you got a 1. That's good. You're going after the Bill Elliott, and you got a 4. 1, and he's only got 2, so that'll work. Terry Labonte moves into second place. And let's see. Robbie Gordon with the Smart. And you got a, ooh, this is good. You got a 1 going after Jimmy Johnson. That's a 5, and that is not going to be enough. Jimmy Johnson has been shuffled around this racetrack all day today. Going to Michael Waltrip. I lost Brett Bodine. I was wondering where he was. Oh, there he is right there. Okay. All right, so Michael Waltrip, a 5. That's not going to do it. Rusty Wallace. A 3 works. Going after our 5th driver. That is Kenseth. And that 4 is going to do it. So Rusty Wallace shuffles Kenseth back. And now we're on Ryan Newman. 3 works. Odd. 3, and that is Jimmy Spencer. And a 2, that's not going to do it. He's got Smart and a bonus star. So Jimmy Spencer holds him off, stays in 4th. Best run of the year by far. Could be his best run ever in real life. I don't even know. All right, Mark Martin now. A 5. That'll be good. Going after Robbie Gordon. A 3 is not going to do it. He's got smart, brake pedal, bonus brake pedal. So he's going to hold him off. And now Kenny Schrader with a chip. Oh, but he doesn't have smart. Oh, trying to get in that top group with that chip, but he just can't do it. All right, so Dale Jarrett stays in the lead for even longer. Right now, he's leading the most laps. Okay. And I see a duel. So we have a 6 and a 5. So we have a duel. Let's see what that 5 says. Number 5 group. Number 5 car in top group. So it's Rusty Wallace. He can go after Terry Labonte if he wants to. He's got a 67% chance of succeeding, picking up a chip, or he can pass and stay in 6th. Man, Rusty Wallace seems like the type of guy that would do it. So let's do it. All right, here we go. We need a 4 or less on the red die. And we get it. So Rusty Wallace is going to push Labonte back. Labonte's got to do his escape for trouble. So that's a 7. So what's he get? An 11. So Terry Labonte's in trouble. Let's check his pit, C. And we're not yet in, and we are in the third group. So C in the final 3. So we're going to go 5 plus 2 is 7 because, again, add 2 for some reason. So add 2. And he does not escape, and he is out of this race. Terry Labonte is only the second car out. And everybody's going to move up. Ken Schrader. And he will not do it, but I think we can use his chip to do it. Yeah, let's do that. So we can use his chip, I think. Mark Martin. Kenseth to 10th Waltrip. Jimmy Johnson to 12th. Kurt Busch to 14th. Bill Elliott to 15th. And then we got to roll to see who gets up here. Probably going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr., but could be one of these first 2 guys. Mike Skinner has 3. And it's not him. Kevin LePage with 2. That's not him. Junior with 5. And it is him. Okay, so he moves up, and then Mayfield moves up another spot to 24th. He's literally just moving up. I think he's moved up like 7 times. One at a time here, kids. Any big names back here? Dave Blaney is, 27th? 28th? Stacy Compton, Todd Bodine, Dick Trickle up to 36. Kevin Harvick, 37th. That's pretty big. And Jeff Gordon moves up to 41st. He's struggling back there right now. He's mired, as they would say. All right. Let's keep it going here. Was there a caution there? I don't think there's a caution there. I don't know. I don't think so. All right. We get a 3, and a 3. And I think I already had that. So that's just a 3 and a 6. That would be smart. All right, so we're going to go to... Oh, this is so mean. Bill Elliott's the first smart guy. And he gets a 2, which is good. He'll go after the third driver, and he will get Jimmy Spencer. So Elliott up to 4th. And Jimmy Johnson's next. That's good. He'll go after the first driver, Rusty Wallace, and that 4 is not going to do it. He's got smart 2, and 1 makes 4, so that won't do it. Michael Waltrip is next. Oh, that 5 is going to fail. And Ryan Newman. Did I mention he went to Purdue? 2. Going after Rusty Wallace, but that 2 isn't going to do it. And finally, Mark Martin. That 4 is good. Going after Ken Schrader, and that 2 is going to do it. So Schrader shuffle back. All right. That was turn number 32 out of 40. And we have top group, and we have trouble. Oh, man. So now we got to roll against the escape rating of everyone. So start with Dale Jarrett to 9. Oh, it's a 12, and he did not escape. Let's see. Escape for this guy. This is Rusty Wallace. And he escapes. Tony Stewart's a 7. He does not escape, and the big names are going down, kids. Bill Elliott. He does escape. Sterling Marlin. He does escape. Robbie Gordon's a 7. He does not. Wow. Mark Martin is an 8. And he does not. Oh, my goodness. So that is huge. So that's going to be 2 caution laps, and we have to see what you do next because I don't remember. So that was trouble. Here it is. Okay. All right. Collected. So Dale Jarrett must have had problems. And now we check the trouble section of the repair chart. So we check trouble of repair, but we're going to add 2. We're going to add 2 to everybody. But we are in the final third. So starting with Dale Jarrett, he's a C. We're going to make it a 7. And he's good. And then we're going to make it, Tony Stewart is he's a 7. And he goes out. So Tony Stewart goes out of this race. Robbie Gordon is a B, really. So he's an 8. He succeeds. And Mark Martin is an 8, is a B, so he'll be an 8. And he succeeds. So the only guy we lose is Tony Stewart. These 3 go to the back, and we got to fill. So Elliott and Marlin, we got to fill now. So Schrader, 3 or less. Nope. Ryan Newman, yes. So Newman goes into 5th. Kenseth, yes. And Waltrip, yes. All right, so now Jimmy Johnson to 9th. Kurt Busch to 11th. And now we've got to fill here. So we got 3 guys. So Mike Skinner's a 3 or less. Yes. Kevin LePage, 2. Yes. Kyle Petty, 3. No. John Andretti, 3. No. And Jeremy Mayfield, 4 with a chance. Yes. Gets up to 19th. 19 cars in 19th. I'm so happy. All right. That second group is where you want to be. You want to challenge those leaders. So Blaney. All right. So Hamilton. Well, you're also very, very vulnerable to the people behind you, though. Trickle up to 33rd. Jeff Gordon up to 38th. And then we move those 3 guys who had problems. Dale Jarrett, who was in 1st, back to 39th. Robbie Gordon to 40th. Mark Martin to 41st. Tony Stewart goes out. And we had 2 cautions. That turns over. We got 2 cautions. We're on turn 36, just like that. All right. And oh no, you know what? I screwed up. We had a new leader. So let's do this. I wonder if I have to roll for that. When you fill for the leader, I wonder if you have to roll. Yeah. You do have to roll. So I have to roll for this one too. So Rusty Wallace for 4, and he gets it. All right, so we're going to have to keep filling. All right, so now Schrader, 3 or less. No. Jimmy Johnson, 5 or less. Yes. All right, so Bodine. And just like that, Mayfield up to 18th. I know that's what you guys care about more than anything. That's what I care about. And now we got to fill that spot. So Kyle Petty, a 2. So he's up. I know I did that wrong, but I don't care. Okay. Boom. Trickle, 32nd. Harvick, 33rd. Gordon, 37th. And we have a new leader. We have Rusty Wallace in the lead. Is that his second? No, that's his first time leading today. And he is our 9th different leader today. Wow. All right. And let's run another turn here. And then it's going to be pit stops. And we get a 2 and an 11. So that's star. So that's top group star. All right. So we get a 1, a 2. That'll succeed, but Rusty Wallace has 5 brake pedals. We need a blue 6, or it doesn't matter. So that was Star, right? So we started with Jimmy Johnson. We'll go to Michael Waltrip. Doesn't matter. We need a blue 6. Doesn't matter. Star, nope. Star for Ryan Newman. Nope. Star for Sterling Marlin. Nope. And Bill Elliott gets 2 chances. Yes! And that'll do it. And Bill Elliott takes the lead from Rusty Wallace. And that is his first time leading. And we are taking a pit crew. We're going to take a pit stops here. Last pit stop of the race. Boom. And, oh my! So what happens when you roll triples? I forget. Something bad happens. Something always bad always happens when you roll triples. All right. If you roll doubles, nobody's... Wow, okay. So that's a pit rules violation by 1. And that is Rusty Wallace, who just got overtaken for the lead. He had a pit violation. What does he do? You got to go to the end of the bottom group. Holy cow. So Rusty Wallace is going to go all the way back to the end. And we're going to nobody switches places now. And we are going to we're going to use 1 to determine the fast pits. So Bill Elliott's a 7, and he will get a chip. Sterling Marlin, he will not. Fast pit 9, nope. Kenseth, yes. So Kenseth, we know is moving into second. Waltrip, yep. So Waltrip's going to move into third. And Jim Johnson, yep. So he will move Newman, Marlin, boom, boom. And now we got to fill this position. So Kenny Schrader again. Trying again, nope. Bodine gets 2. No. Kurt Busch has 5. Yes. So Kurt Busch. And now we're going to move everybody up 1. And Skinner. Mayfield into 17th. Andretti 3. No. Ricky Rudd 4. I like that. Whoa. Ricky Rudd, no. Wow. Jeff Green 4. Yes. Jeff Green now 19th. Casey Atwood. And Rusty Wallace is going to be shuffled all the way to the back. And we got some big name drivers in the back after a couple of bad accidents and a pit row violation by Wallace. Bobby Labonte 35th. Jeff Gordon 36th. Dale Jarrett 37th. Robbie Gordon 38th. Mark Martin 39th. And Rusty Wallace 40th, and Tony Stewart, DNF. Or DFL. No, he wasn't DFL. Hut Strickland is DFL. All right, there you go. There's your pits. Oh wait, we got one guy that can go to the challenge the leader. So 5. So Ryan Newman can challenge the leader. He's got 5, and he will do it. But Bill Elliott will use his chip and block. And we are on to turn number 38. Almost done. 3 turns to go, kids. Oh, we have a duel. 6 and 9. Number 5 cars in the middle group. So it's Mayfield and LePage. Mayfield has 4. He's going to do it. He's going to challenge Ken Schrader. All right. He needs a 4 or less. Yes! He does it. And he gets a chip. And Ken Schrader has to check for check for trouble. So Ken Schrader now going to check for trouble. So does he escape it? Yes. So we're good. This dog. So we're good. So Mayfield, though, picks up a chip. That's huge. He can get into the first group that way. Okay. All right. So we're done with that turn. So we are on turn 39. We got 2 turns left. Oh, I want to see a 3 or a 4. Come on, 3 or 4. And it's a 6. We're going to have another duel. 6-10. It's the number 4 cars in the middle group. All right, number 4 cars in the middle group. So that's going to be Junior and Skinner. You know, Junior's, he's not going to go after Mayfield because Mayfield has a chip. So he's going to lose regardless. So he's going to go after Brett Bodine. He needs 5 or less. And he will get it. So Brett Bodine now, let's roll for his escape ability. He has a 6. And he will not escape. So now let's roll for his repair. C, final third is a 2. Is a 5, so we'll make it a 7. Because the card says +2 for some reason. And he is out. So Brett Bodine, what a run he had going. And he is out. Mike Skinner has a 3. He's going to just hold. He's happy to move up a spot into 14th. And now let's roll Andretti for a 3. And then he'll get it. So Andretti moves into the bottom group. And Brett Bodine finishes this race in 40th position. He's our second TV driver to go out. And that's the final. Yeah, we're on the last lap, the last turn. All right, here we go. The last turn, the last chance for anyone. I want to see a 3 or a 4, but it'd be more fun if it was a 1 or a 2, because then you can challenge the lead. But I want to see a 3 or a 4 for my own selfish fandom reasons. And we get a 3. All right, nice. So we get a 3. So it's the middle group, and it's a 3. Oh, it's trouble. Oh no, it's trouble in the middle group. Oh no. All right, so we got to roll for the escape ability, and I am so disappointed right now. This is going to hurt me. I need a 6 or a less. And he does not. Mayfield does not escape. Although, can you use the chip to escape trouble? Let's see. I got to look this up. Win a challenge or a duel. Fend off a challenge or a duel to avoid trouble. Yes. Oh, yes, you can use it to escape trouble. So he escapes. Junior. I think that means Bill Elliott's winning this race. So Junior, his escape is an 8. And he does not escape. This is going to be ugly. Spencer is a 6. This is really going to be ugly. And he does not escape. Jeff Burton. He does. Johnny Benson. He does not. Escape 5-10. I still don't know what that means, but we'll call it his an escape. Skinner. He does. LePage is an 11. Jesus. And he escapes with a 10. Nice. Schrader. He does. Petty. Oh, Petty doesn't. Oh, yeah, Petty is a 10, so he does. Green. Yep. And Andretti. No. So we had 4 guys. That means Burton. These guys all move up. Kevin LePage is going to get a 12th place finish. We got to roll for these guys. So Ricky Rudd, 4. No. Casey Atwood, 2. Yes. Casey Atwood moves up to 16th. Dave Blaney. Yes. Ricky Craven. Yes. Bobby Hamilton. Yes. All right, let's move these guys up. Trickle finishes 26th, and he will be, again, like I said, Dick Trickle will be in every race. I'm already putting that out there. Gordon's going to finish 31st. Jarrett 32nd. Oh, bad. All right, let's check these guys in their pits. So, final third, repair. Junior's a B, so he needs a 7. He does not get it, so he's out. He DNFs on that last lap. So Junior is 8, and he DNFs. Jimmy Spencer's a D, so 6. No, so Jimmy Spencer, listen, a big accident back there. Jimmy Spencer, 38th. Benson, D, so he needs a 6. Nope. So Benson DNF. And that's a 10. And then finally, Johnny Andretti is a C. He needs a 7. And he gets it. So Andretti's going to finish 36. He would have finished 36 either way. So everybody below here is your DNFs. And there's your race. That's it. No drama at the end in the top group. Bill Elliott's your winner. Matt Kenseth will finish 2nd. Michael Waltrip, Jimmy Johnson, Sterling Marlin is your top 5. Ryan Newman and Kurt Busch are 6th and 7. Mayfield gets all the way up to 8th after mired back here for a while. He finished 2nd in real life, so okay. Jeff Burton finishes 9th. Ward Burton 10th. So the Burton brothers next to each other. Skinner 11th. Kevin LePage, holy cow, 12th. Ken Schrader 13th. Kyle Petty 14th. Jeff Green 15th. Casey Atwood 16th. Dave Blaney 17th. Ricky Craven 18th. Bobby Hamilton 19th. Ricky Rudd 20. Kenny Wallace 21. Nemechek 22. Elliott Sadler 23. Stacy Compton 24th. Todd Bodine 25th. The previously mentioned Dick Trickle 26th. 27th for Kevin Harvick, 28th for Buckshot Jones, 29th for Steve Park, 30th for Bobby Labonte, 31st for Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, 32nd, Robbie Gordon, 33rd. They're all those good players back there. Mark Martin, 34th, Rusty Wallace, 35th, John Andretti, 36th, and then you had Johnny Benson, Jimmy Spencer, Dale Earnhardt Jr. back there in 39th, Brett Bodine, good run, just caught up at the end, 40th, Tony Stewart, 41st, Terry Labonte, 42nd, and Hut Strickland pulling out. He's the DFL right there. And that is going to be it for this race on Memorial Day. I hope the Coca-Cola 600 or 500 or 400, whatever it's called nowadays, I hope it goes just as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time with some football.